T-Funk TV and subscribe.
That rebirth starting to take off. Y'all better catch it.
You get too big, you gonna let it get by you. Now catch it while it's on the way up.
Subscribe, like, and share to the rebirth of T-Funk TV. Come on in my lives, man. Watch my videos. Dang. Hey, yo. Come on, hey, yo, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Yo, chill. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, hey, mother. Yes. Back to the rebirth of T-Funk television. Come on in this thing. Drink something with me. And smoke something with your boy. And let me take you on this journey, and I promise I won't leave you, y'all. I ain't gonna leave. Come on. Come on, y'all. Y'all get on in here. It's enough space for all of y'all. Get on in here. Let's go. And y'all, come on, get on in here with me. Make sure you subscribe to the rebirth of T-Funk television. Like, share, and subscribe to the rebirth of T-Funk television. Alright, okay, let go. Y'all, this story right here happened in Concord, North Carolina. And I forget cuz name, so I'm just gonna call him Tato, because he looked like the dude, the rapper Tato, that's with Chief Keef. But I ain't even say too many words to dude, bro. I just used to see him all the time and seeing that he was about getting to that money. You can tell he came up hard, because his mama, you can tell back in the day, was a very attractive woman that done got out there on that shit. So y'all know how that be. If your mama out there on a bad addictive drug, then yeah, you forced to a lot of times take care of yourself. So I never did hear dude name about in no gangster stuff, nobody doing nothing to him. It's like everybody funk with cuz, man. You know what I'm saying? Quiet dude, had long dreads, probably was about 5'9", 130 something pounds, stayed to himself and got to that money. I gotta give it to him. And it took me a minute to find out that the woman that had been buying that stuff from me was his mama. Because, you know, she let herself go. She got out there bad, man. You could tell used to be a nice looking woman. You know? So that may be the reason why led him to selling drugs. So this one of them times I'm in Concord jail, y'all. And Concord jail is very packed. Very packed. So they started paying Alamance, North Carolina, to house some of their inmates. So, old buddy, I think he had done been to prison before or something, but he had done caught a dope charge, y'all. And I can't remember what his bond is. You know what I'm saying? Or what it was. But I know he had probably been in there probably about a good, maybe a month. And like I said, when they used to come and do them Alamance County runs, nobody never really want to go. Nobody, because it's messing up you with your phone calls, with your visits, because Alamance County probably like an hour and a half away from Concord. So everything was more expensive, and it was further for your people to come and see you. It just made, if you're from Concord, it just made your stay in jail worse. Now, me being from Cleveland County, being from Shelby, regardless, I was in a strange land. So, but rest in heaven, my ex, all her people was from Concord, so I was good in Concord. You know, they live right down the road from the jail, so they came and visit me almost. They came and visit me every visit like she did, every goddamn visit. She tried to come up there every day if she could. So I was loving that. Phone calls real easy. Boom, sent me the Alamance. So right when they came to do the Alamance run, they calling people off their names, telling you to get your stuff ready. Dude was in the block right behind me. And like I said, he was quiet, don't bother nobody or nothing. But like I said, you can wake somebody up, man. So when I heard them call, when I heard them tell us when they called the people in our block to start packing our stuff, they went right next door to us and started calling people in the next block. So when they started calling the next block, they called Tato name. He like, I ain't going nowhere. It's really like the first time I done heard him talk. Police was like, nah, you can't deny this. Like, your name came up on the list. We need your bed space because people coming in every day. Your name came up on the list because you got a charge what might keep you in here for a minute, so you got to go. So they went on down the blocks doing all the runs. They probably took like 50 people. So when they come back, A, B, C. I'm in C. He in D. When they get back to C and making sure all of us ready, it was still a couple of us packing up our stuff because it was like 8 of us going out of C. They went past us and started taking the other people. So they lining people up. And I heard them telling Tato, man, come on, man. You supposed to be in ready. They own him because he ain't packed nothing. So now they done start putting people out in the hall. And like I said, this is how I got to see everything that happened. They started taking us out in the hall. So when they start taking us out in the hall, they taking everybody in D and Tato block out too. He refused to leave, y'all. Everybody wait. Nobody said nothing because, shoot, that's getting us out of the block. We don't care. We get to move around and stuff like that. Everybody out in the hallway talking about, everybody hollering through the doors. Boy, y'all boys going to Alamance, boy. Boy, I'm glad I ain't on that Alamance run. Everybody, yeah, man, that's messed up, bro. They taking, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, me personally, I'm away from home regardless. I'm going to have to do this time till I make bond or get convicted of the charge or beat it. So, yeah, like Michael, beat it. That's what I did. But anyway, so I can do time anywhere, y'all. So I'm kind of pissed off because it is closer to my fiance at the time, rest in heaven. But I done dealt with it, bro. I'm not finna go through it with these polices and all this. So we sitting out there waiting. Now, it's 2 or 3 guards don't start putting their black gloves on and everything. Tato, I ain't going nowhere. I don't give a what y'all say. I ain't going nowhere. I don't care. And like I said, y'all, this dude, in the world, I never heard him talk. It's like my first time really hearing cuz talk. He telling them straight up he's not going nowhere. They telling him this. They telling him that. They telling him this. So they hit the little butt. Seen the big bald head sergeant come back that mug. He tell Tato, look, we ain't going back and forth with you no more. You either pack your stuff by choice or you leaving here by force. Man, cuz wasn't trying to hear that. Cuz bought they wolf tickets. I guess they thought he was wolfing. He bought they wolf tickets. And F y'all, I ain't going nowhere. I don't care nothing about none of that. And he ain't no big dude at all. I ain't never heard about him being violent or nothing. But that's the thing about a quiet person, bro. A lot of time a quiet person hold a lot in and just snap. They snap. And then you can get that live wire that tell a lot. And I mean, that flip with emotion. And he still snap. So you don't never read no book by its cover. So now they in the block. They got all us in the hallway. I done been running back and forth to Slim Cell, talking to him. I'm talking to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the back of the line now. I'm right in front of. It's a door, big metal door that opens. Then you got, when you open the door, you got cell blocks, a walkway. Then you can cross over to the other side where you eat, take a shower, and all that. So when they pop that door, I'm back there. I can see all the way straight through there. They start bringing everybody out of D block out. But he wouldn't come out. He still wouldn't come out. So they got everybody out of D block out in the hall with us now. He still wouldn't come out. They going back and forth. He talking shit. They talking shit back to him. I seen them start putting them black gloves on, y'all. They said, we're going to tell you one more time to come up out of there. Cuz I told y'all, man, fuck y'all, bro. I ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm not going away to Alamance where I can't. He started giving out reasons where I can't use the phone, can't get no visits, can't do this, can't do that, all this. I don't know nobody up there. I'm not going. But they ran up in there. First was ran up in there. Little buddy small, too. He very small. Little brown skinny dude with dreads. He just, you can tell he closed his eyes and just started swinging. Man, he might have hit about one or two of them when they first came in there. But y'all, they folded that boy up like an accordion. They folded that boy up like a pretzel. They folded that boy up like a napkin. For real talk. So, they in there on him. Folded his little ass up, but he's squirming and fighting them back and stuff. They're like, stop resisting. And then I start seeing them slide them punches in. Boom, hitting him in the side, hitting him in the back. Ain't no police recording this now. You supposed to be, when you do a cell extraction, you supposed to record this. They ain't even prepared for no cell extraction. They didn't put on no armor gear or none of that. They went up in their own dude, bruh, with their regular clothes and went up their own dude, about 5 deep, and y'all, they started whooping him. Now, he trying to grab cups, anything he can in his cell while they taking him back and fight back with him. But they folding his ass, punching him and everything. He can't do nothing. He can't grab nothing. He cussing, he hollering, talking about he going lawsuit, all this junk like that. I got money, I got a lawyer, all this. They still beat him, y'all. They beat him. And they trying to tell us to start. They trying to tell us to go. They trying to tell us to go so we can't see this. But I'm lacking at the back. I'm seeing it, y'all. And while I'm walking, I still see it. But they beat that boy, man. They beat that boy bad. They ain't hurt him too bad, though. Busted his nose, lips, cause when we got to the door, they stopped us and pulled him over up out of there. When they was taking him out, his handcuffs and hog-tied, his nose was bleeding, his mouth was bleeding. You could tell he had knots on him and stuff like that. So they were taking him in the infirmary into the hospital place. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, they taking us out. We shackled. They putting us on the bus. So we get on the van. I go down there. Probably about 2 months later, I got to come back for a court appearance. So when I come back, I'm getting all kind of visits, all kind of phone calls and stuff. My first day back, everybody hollering at me, boy, how is it down there in Alamance? I'm telling them that, you know, we in a prison setting. It used to be an old prison that they done shut down. They got a county jail, but they didn't put us in there. They said they county jail really violent, bro. You got to fight for your milks. You got to fight for everything and they shit. They said it's open dorm and the guards don't watch you. You just, yeah, especially if they had another town coming there, you know, it really was. So it used to be a prison up there in Alamance that they shut down, a small green closed prison. Where one side, they turned it to Fed holding. And the other side, they turned it to funding other counties. So they had us in there, Concord, Winston-Salem, and Greensboro people who, the overflow. All of us on one side and them on the other side. So when I go back, I'm telling everybody about this. They put me back in my same block. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling everybody about this. So they start telling me about Tato. They're like, bro, he accomplished what he wanted to do. I said, yeah, because he ain't never come up there in these 2 months. He never come up there in them 2 months. So they beat him up. He went to the outside hospital. They had broke one of his ribs. A few of his ribs, I guess. Fractured his dadgum finger and something else. And busted him up, had knots on him, you know, gave him a little small concussion. Because that man small, bro. They whooped that man, bro. He did start it with the altercation, but, man, they whooped that man bad, man. But he accomplished his goal, y'all. Them 2 months I was up there, he never came. So by him getting beat up, they put it in his clause that You know what I'm saying? If he don't sue or nothing like that and go through with all that, he could never, you know, if he in the county jail, they can never ship him nowhere. Now, he took an ass whooping, but he accomplished his goal. And sometimes, y'all, that's how it is in prison or jail. You might have to take an ass whooping to accomplish your goal. But I would rather take an ass whooping than to have people taking my ass. Or every time I get something in there, they taking it, they smacking on me, calling me everything but the child of the Most High, and spitting on me. I mean, you just get treated like shit once you become a sheep. Because everybody come in on wolf status till you fall to sheep status. When them tests start coming and you fail them, the first test, if you don't rock out, you go into sheep status. And you might fall to sheep status and rock out the next time to get yourself back up. But hey, you're going to have to keep rocking out. You can't fail no test in prison. That's why if you get a life sentence, y'all, you got to stand up to them tests the rest of your life. I don't care how old you get or what. You got to stand up to them tests. But this a lesson learned, y'all. And this happened in the county jail, Concord County Jail. This ain't even in prison. This a lesson learned. Them folks will put their hands on you, bruh, and then try to cover it up, baby you, till you know. I don't know if they gave no money. I don't know what happened after that. I just know that man never came to Alamance. And the whole time he was in jail, he stayed there, and he ain't getting nothing but some little probation for a bunch of drugs. This done been another one, y'all. This done been another one. I told y'all, but keep dropping the bangers. That's all I do is drop bangers. So subscribe to the Rebirth of T-Funk Television, y'all. Long hair don't fucking care. 17 years, y'all. Come on in this thing. Peace and love to all of y'all. Come in here on my lives where we talk about all kind of stuff, where I keep a topic going, you know. Come on in here, for real. Subscribe. Become a part of this rebirth. Become a part of this rebirth of T-Funk TV. Yeah, y'all might have seen me in these YouTube streets. I had an old channel with over 1,000 videos, almost 4,000 subscribers, monetized, called T-Funk TV. If you was a fan of T-Funk TV, I know you're going to be a fan of the rebirth. Come and subscribe to the rebirth, y'all. And listen to these banging, true, real stories with no cap to it. Keep yourself out of jail and prison. Don't crack that Opus number. That's the number they give you in prison for y'all that don't know what I'm talking about. Don't never get locked up and find out what yours is, because everybody got one, even a newborn baby when they born. Like I said, subscribe. That's the number one thing. Like, number 2. Share. Number 3. Comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend about me. If you ever out in public, in a mall, anywhere, and you a big fan of T-Funk TV, drop shot one of my dadgum lives or stories. Share my videos on everything, y'all. I don't care if you have to go back in the day and share it on MySpace. Share it on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. MySpace, I mean, like I said, all of that. Twitter, everything. Gotta get these stories out. Coming from North Carolina. Peace and love again to all of y'all. I'm out. Rebirth for T-Funk Television. Gang.